The loss to Orlando. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Johnson down low. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
So it's San Antonio now. Jalen Johnson missing his last shot. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Thomas, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Drills it from outside.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Whitmore. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Here's Mobley. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the basket by Thomas.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Mobley outside. And stolen by Booker. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
San Antonio leading. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here is Daniels. Down low. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's picked off. Here's Johnson. There's the drive. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
To the wing on the left. Mobley with it. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Over to the left wing. Back to Whitmore. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Vassell. Johnson's shot is off.
I ain't turning.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
Here's Whitmore. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3.
That was late.
San Antonio with the rebound. Mobley right side. And taken away by Johnson. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
San Antonio trailing here. Out to the wing. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Just 3 on the clock.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Tie game in Atlanta. We'll get things started in the... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Out to Smith. Launches a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. And once again, Coach, this storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Jacks up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 6.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Wembanyama too much inside.
Boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Vassell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a 3-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
High post Johnson. Back to Carter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Easy money for Wembanyama.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Out to Carter. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs trailed by 3. Outside Thomas. Vassell outside. A kick out to Mobley. 5 to shoot. And Mobley throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now, here's Mobley. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Whitmore. Trying to end the drought. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Whitmore's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Thomas, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mobley outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Mobley. Outside for Wembanyama. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Cam Whitmore.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4 guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Here's Wembanyama. Hooker pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 4. Johnson right side. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Count that one from Mobley.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Pass to Wembanyama. With the shot. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guy. The Hawks leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
A kick out to Mobley. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. And it's San Antonio with another. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Rebound by the Hawks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Mobley outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At almost 7 feet tall. Once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
The Spurs making a switch here. Atlanta leading by 5. On the wing, Daniels. Lets it go with a 3. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from 3.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And here's Daniels. He's got